Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. Yeah?
Oh, did you, is that because you had these set already? This is very different than what it was.
Played golf with Anson the other day.
Who is this, Chuck?
Chuck and, Rich Bryant, Rich Love.
I don't even know how he played, but I did hear he won.
Yes, that's correct. No, he played, believe me. He's a player. He's a player.
He's competitive. Gets that, drive to do that anywhere else. Gets the going up. What's not off, it's off. Okay.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I am. I really last year.
I knew you were in there.
Yes, we were there from, I think say August through April.
Ross is signed up for Wednesday.
I'm signed up at 1.
Oh, with the other group.
Yeah. But I never win skins with them, so maybe I'll just.
No problem.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I saw that.
We're like 6 months in advance.
He always let me
I
know.
feel like we're living day to day.
They do a
Oh,
good
that's
job.
kind of August.
They let me know, and then they do a good job reminding me.
Well, we need a motion for
It's in the process, so, I know that. Well, that's what we
Yeah.
want. So it's, we were not, well, you wanna put some wording so this is straight,
Right.
versus this week, and also if we make, so I wrote it like a motion, but it's not a motion. A different time, you know
So what I can do is, with consent, I can highlight, and I can still highlight that. So,
Steve? Hi, Steve.
Okay, this is a.
He gave up.
Remember this date, the box? These are for, these signatures.
We're not having a lot of success. We have a long list of chores back here. We're good. Seal signature.
Right? You didn't go on the tour? Just got here.
Okay, I see it.
oh, okay, got it.
But yeah, if you already got it up.
Where's Cambridge?
Only if I circle.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. It's behind the screen. Thank you very much. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Roll call, please.
Mr. Bortz.
Here.
Mr. Shaw. Mrs. Fink. Here. Mrs. Noem. Here. Mrs. Schuman. Here. Mr. Peterson.
Here.
Mr. Umlin.
Here.
Mr. Kramer.
Here.
Dr. Gebert.
Here. Anybody for public participation?
No, posting was fine.
Okay. Posting was, agenda was properly posted?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, next then we will have the board commendations for the state solo and ensemble for the state level, so thank you very much.
So I'll start off with that one. So just want to acknowledge that we had quite a few participants this year in our state solo ensemble. With that, this year we had a large list of students with that, and we had multiple groups. And so on the band side, we had our saxophone choir, our woodwind ensemble, and our jazz band all participated with that. And then we had 7 individual solos on the band side with that one. We had 2 piano solos. We had a violin solo as well. Avalon here was nominated for an exemplary soloist award, and what that is that for each site, the judges are allowed to give like 2 or 3 nominations in a day, then they pick one. And so out of the 60-some solos in the day, she was one of the 3 that was selected that day. She didn't end up getting the full nomination, but she was nominated for the process there, and so she was acknowledged that her solo was really phenomenal that day. And so I just wanted to thank the students, and so we have members of the saxophone choir here and woodwind ensemble, jazz band members here as well, and so we have all those members on the band side, and then choir.
Yeah, on the choir side of things, we went with a cappella choir for mixed vocal jazz, and we did receive a first for that at state, as well as we had multiple musical theater solos, as well as classical solos, and we did have a SSA trio, so 2 sopranos and an alto. On top of that, we did have one that was nominated and selected for the exemplary performance award, which is Miranda Schneider, for her classical solo, which is a really, really big honor, and the judge had amazing feedback for her, and we received multiple ones as well as a couple of second places for all of that, and we have a couple of our a cappella members here as well, and all 4 of the a cappella members that we have here had solos that were at state as well.
Congratulations. Then we'll have board member Ms. Schuman announce the certificates and hand them out, please.
Shane Birch.
Not here.
Samantha Bridgewater. Kenyon Carpenter. Gage Coffin. Ada Ernst. Owen.
Lottie?
Okay. Landry Lenz.
Deborah Soccer.
Katie Roja. Piper Lundquist. Elias Novak. Vivian Fertility. Sydney Pritzer. Margaret Pritchard, sorry. Miranda Schneider. Owen Sloan. Viviana Stewart. Lucas Taylor. Bella Walden. Jaden Wetland. Reese Creel. Eliza. Kian Sherman. Ty Morales. Grady Sievert. Silas Murray Petrol, Aiden Peckman, Brooke Bolquist, Delina Mackey, Frank Dowd, Chrissy Patzliff, Madison Areola, Rosa Hornick, Kaylee Nitzel, Riley Gibadowski, Luke Zagorski, Marshall, Jaden Shepsky, Jack Steppick, Logan Burrows, and that's it.
Well done.
And then, if you are done with the meeting by 7:30 or would like to pop in afterwards, we do have a concert tonight at 7:30 in the theater, and so we'd love to see you there at that time for that. And so if you have a minute to stop in and watch that, that'd be phenomenal. So we have Eliza here now.
Thank you.
Thank you all, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next on the agenda is information items. Want to say anything about the thank you? About the donation of $55,000?
Yeah, we'll get to that. Because that's in the consent agenda. We had a donation. Where's the consent agenda? Accept with gratitude a donation of $5,000 from Dan and Tara Stella to the Lakeland Beast Hall. And then I think Sean wrote the thank
Thank
you
you
letter.
letter.
Yep.
To the WEA members,
Oh, for the WEA.
yeah, for their $55,000 donation. Okay, thank you. Student Board Representative Report.
Well, last week there were 8 AP exams taken, and they will continue being taken throughout till this Friday.
Seniors who are eligible for honor cords or who have received local scholarships will attend an award ceremony on May 28th, and they will graduate 4 days later on June 1st.
That's all we have for tonight, but I just want to say thank you guys for the past 2 years and all of your kindness. This was a great opportunity for me to see how a board functions, and I'm just very grateful for the experience. Thank you.
Good luck to
And
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
District Administrators Report.
Just for your calendar, and I'll get this out a little bit more broadly, but Thursday, June 19th is the Lakeland Area Consortium All Boards meeting, and that will be at LDF in the school district cafeteria. Dinner at 5:30, and the meeting will start at 6. Also want to update the board, the article in the Lakeland Times about improper posting, totally accurate. That one's on me. We moved an item into closed session, and typically we do that, but we didn't have the correct statutes cited on the closed session for that, so that was a mistake. Trevor and I have had some conversations, but we'll work to get better at that, and once again, that one's on me. Everybody have calendars?
Yes.
Okay, when would you like to do the school board retreat? We had talked about sometime in June.
I'm gonna be gone most of July.
So we should do it in
What does
June.
June look like?
Do it in July if you want.
Now, is this something that Jamie's gonna be here?
Yes, hopefully.
Okay.
We have a cow meeting on the 9th, regular board meetings on the 23rd.
16? Or swap the cow for board retreat?
But
We've got 3 things that
three
we're
things,
gonna,
yeah.
for the
Okay.
cow. We're gonna do the ad hoc facilities, we were gonna get the attendance, and what was the third one? We're gonna get 3 different, curriculum.
16th?
I have another
Not for
board
me.
meeting.
I can't.
We don't have to do it on a Monday, we could do it on a Tuesday.
I won't be here.
What do Wednesdays look like for you?
I could do a Wednesday.
You get past Easter and I think church is done. What does the 11th look like?
Good for me or not?
It work for me.
What about the 18th?
It would be better for me personally, the 11th.
Okay. Let me shoot for the 11th and then I'll coordinate that with Jamie.
What's the time frame you bring it back?
What would you like it to be? Typically, what my familiarity with board retreats is we get together, have something to eat, have a meeting, and just start talking about where we want to go, direction, talk about some goals you'd like to see for Jamie for 25, 26. And just start with a good conversation. No action other than let's sit down and start putting together where we see our priorities are for next year.
I only ask because I have an early morning commitment, so I'm just wondering when would you start that?
When do you want to start? What time?
I mean, it doesn't, I wouldn't be done until 9:30.
Oh, you
AM?
think during the day?
Correct, yeah, were you thinking afternoon?
Yeah,
That's what I'm asking.
I'm thinking 5 o'clock evening.
Okay.
5
Do we
o'clock
do it
work.
here or
I
someplace
think-
private?
Lisa and I will chat, and I think we'll look at finding a place where we can have a meal, kind of build some fellowship, relax a little bit, and then, once the meal's over, then kind of move to the meeting. Other thoughts? No?
No?
All right, let's shoot for June 11th at 5.
Okay, next is board agenda planner reports, the student handbooks and employment handbooks.
Do we have these under action later?
Yes.
Yes. Do you want to skip through the agenda planner and talk about them when we get to action?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Board committee and board liaison reports. You got the copy of the notes from the Lakeland Area Consortium on Autism. Elementary schools notice that special education needs are just growing. So again, we need to be proactive with that. Anything else? Yes.
Just a question on that. I guess this is a question for Jen. With this being IEP season and open enrollment and everything else, can you give me a feel for how that process goes at transition time? Are all the I'm trying to pick my words carefully here. Are some 8th grade families encouraged to look at the Star Academy? Are some directed in other fashions? I mean, it's such whatever it was, 14% of the kids, that works out to be whatever, it's like 80 kids or 90 kids with IEPs, right?
For our entire school?
Yeah.
Yep, so we're at 105, 108, and then if we add in Star, we're at 120.
Okay, but I'm wondering, I'm assuming that discussion is not individualized at this meeting, because
So-
it's student personnel issues.
Yeah, if there's already an interest, they would already take a tour at Star and be like touring Star, talking to Star. We have one that was just qualified today at an middle school, and will be talking to Star. So those conversations, I would say, start well before the transition meeting, because we either do the transition here at the high school or over at Star.
Got it, thanks.
Okay, thank you. Next is the consent agenda items. We have the regular and closed session meeting minutes, approval for our personnel report, hirings and resignations, and then no overnight travel, but then the donation from Dan and Tara Stella to the Lakeland baseball program. So I need a motion to approve the consent agenda items as presented.
I'll make that.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Schaub?
Yes.
Mrs. Fink?
Yes.
Mrs. Knoll?
Yes.
Mrs. Schumann?
Yes.
Mr. Peterson?
Yes.
Mr. Umlin?
Yes.
Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
Dr. Gabert?
Yes.
Mr. Bortz?
So are we able to ask what the donation was to Stella's Gate? I mean, it's $5,000 to the baseball. Is there something they donated to the program? Or
I
just-
believe it was cash.
Okay, so does that go into our budget, or does that go into that Fund 21?
Fund 21.
I don't think I've seen their, I didn't see the deposit specifically, I had to double check.
It would
If
go
they
to
give a
Fund
donation,
21
it
for
should
the
be in their
baseball.
Fund 21
Yeah.
account.
Okay.
And it just rolls.
Okay,
But I
thank you.
didn't look at, double check it.
Okay.
Thank you. Action information, action items. Board agenda planner. Motion to approve the 25-26 student handbook changes.
The student handbooks that you have in front of you are, I'd say 99% complete. You can approve them with the condition that we'll bring back student attendance and, Levi, what was the other, we had two issues with the student handbook.
Fundraising.
Fundraising. The fundraising and student handbooks are a little offset with what board policy says. So administration needs to sit down and come back to the policy committee to either change policy or to change the handbook to align with board policy, because practice is different than what board policy says right now.
And I'm assuming that we're making changes to some of the reference names that will be adjusted. There were some.
Oh, people.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, those would be considered technical changes. If we have a resignation from somebody in August, we would just make that change because it doesn't change the meaning of the handbook or the application of the handbook. It just identifies a different individual.
And we have a handbook committee, right?
Yes.
So there were a lot of grammatical changes in it that I had, but nothing that I felt that was a necessity to bring up at the meeting.
Okay.
Tell me about the handbook committee.
Oh, do we?
You and I are on it with policy.
Correct.
Oh, okay, yeah. From policy, not from a handbook perspective, yes.
No, there's a
Yep.
handbook committee too, ad hoc.
Right.
Right.
So. No, you're right.
Well, then
Oh.
let's bring that back then
We
in
can
June.
bring it, the entire thing back, or bring it back with revisions to those two areas.
Yeah, let's just bring it back then.
Perfect.
Motion to approve the 25-26 employment handbook changes.
Ed, I think, do you wanna talk about a couple of them? The biggest changes were some shift in payroll dates.
I just changed the payroll date piece, so there won't be a 20 pay option anymore, there'll be 19 and there'll be 24. All deductions will run on a 19 cycle. What that means is that there is no summer deductions, so for example, if you're a 12-month person, you won't have deductions for health, dental, or anything like that over the summer. The goal behind that is that, first off, if you have premiums that change on 7/1, it's a non-issue to deal with when you go to your summer payroll payables. And it keeps the entire fiscal year's payments taken care of in a timely fashion, so you're not, like I said, kind of farting around at the finish line when it's getting time for audit and everything, so.
And then actual payroll dates, I think we bumped back.
Oh, yes, we're gonna bump them back just to give,
End of the
about
month.
5 days. So instead of the 15th and 30th, you're gonna look at the 10th and the 25th, so that if and when there's a payroll issue, like a check has to get voided and reissued, you have a couple days to have that transaction actually hit the bank. So when you do the bank rec, you don't have like a variance on the payroll account for that amount of that person's payroll, so.
And this was shared with the staff?
I shared it with the staff when we met and talked about comp on, was it last Monday?
Yeah, I haven't talked to the staff at all about it, but it will be in the email that goes out with their open enrollment. The bigger component of it is for whoever replaces me and to support Sherry. It will make their lives easier as they transition into those roles. So that was the thought behind doing that.
Okay, very good. Then I need a motion to approve the handbook.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Okay, motion carries, thank you. Next is to review and approve the treasurer's report and monthly financials.
I'll make a motion. Did I miss some?
No, I
I'll
did.
make a motion.
A second.
Okay, discussion?
On the financials?
Right.
No, Sean had asked for a report that I forgot to ask Eddie for. So, I'll get that
And-
done with Eddie and then we'll just send it out in an email.
Okay, it's the department budgets, what was budgeted, what's been spent, and what's the remaining balance. We talked about that at the agenda setting meeting, so,
I think we talked about that last year too, that there are gonna be variances, but that those are.
oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, things happen, life happens. So, but just kinda see how we're doing. Okay, roll call, please.
Mrs. Fink?
Yes.
Mrs. Noem?
Yes.
Mrs. Schumann? Yes. Mr. Peterson?
Yes.
Mr. Umlin?
Yes.
Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
Dr. Gebert?
Yes.
Mr. Bortz?
Aye.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion to approve the 25 Chromebook purchase as presented.
I'll make that.
Second.
Roll call, please.
I'm sorry, what was the first and second?
Lisa and Tom.
Thank you. Mrs. Noem?
Yes.
Mrs. Schumann?
Yes.
Mr. Peterson?
Yes.
Mr. Umlin?
Yes.
Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
Dr. Gebert?
Yes.
Mr. Bortz?
Aye.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mrs. Fink?
Yes.
Mrs. Noem?
Yes.
Thank you. Next is to review and approve the 2025 summer school program.
Currently, all this is basically the weight room. You have a name for it, T-Bird.
Hunterbird Fitness, I believe.
Yeah.
And,
And it seemed like it was going to be financially
Yeah.
beneficial, so I make a motion to support it.
Second.
okay, discussion. We used to always have summer school more for credit recovery, and so are we in a pretty good spot credit-wise?
Our big breakdown of that is with the switch to the trimester schedule, our ability to provide more intervention in real time for kids and to have sections of recovery within our schedule was more beneficial because the attendance in the summer from our kids is atrocious. And we set up and we lay out this whole plan for summer school, and we have kids that'll say, I'm gonna be there, and then show up one time and never come back. And so we staff and we budget people to be in those places, we get buses and we go through this whole process, and it ends up not being very financially responsible of us. And so from what we've seen from our kids is that we need to feed that need or meet that need during the school year as opposed to outside of the school year.
Excellent. Okay, thank you. Roll call?
Mrs. Schumann? Yes. Mr. Peterson?
Yes.
Mr. Umlin?
Yes.
Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
Dr. Gebert?
Yes.
Mr. Bortz?
Aye.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mrs. Fink?
Yes.
Mrs. Noem?
Yes.
That's gonna be a record.
Yes.
I know,
Really?
I was thinking that too.
I'm looking at
Okay, then I need a motion to convene into closed session per Wisconsin statutes 19.851 for the purpose of considering employment, promotion, compensation, or performance evaluation data of any public employee over which the governmental body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility, deliberating or negotiating the purchasing of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specific public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require closed session, considering financial, medical, social, and personal histories of disciplinary data of specific persons, conferring with legal counsel for governmental body who is rendering oral or written advice concerning strategy to be adopted by the body with respect to litigation in which it is likely to become involved in. The board will consider personal items moved to consent agenda items. There were none. Consideration of open enrollment, review pending litigation, review individual compensation requests, district administrative evaluation and performance.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are in closed session. Yes.
Was it Josh?
Good night, guys.
I know, this is, no, did you do second?
Did you?
No, I think it was Dr.
Dr.
I did second.
Oh, okay.
I found my voice second, halfway through the meeting.
Okay, give me a minute.
Yeah, no problem.
You want to stay for over and over?
Well, I think, was they doing it?
No,
Oh, he's
well,
gonna-
I wanna learn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I have, in my,
I've been at about 5.5 hour meetings, but never 25.
I could have started my car.
Yeah, I should get a phone.
You could've left it running.
We could have had the meeting outside for the tour.